Good morning, everyone. My name is Jin Hee Kim, and I am here to share my story with you today. To help you better understand me, I grew up not knowing God, although there were several time periods that I went to church with middle school friends and high school friends, just for fun. I came here to the United States as an international student 8 years ago, and now I work at a small business company, which is a recruiting company. I accepted Jesus Christ about 6 years ago and got to know the true meaning of the gospel 2 years ago. Until I knew the true meaning of the gospel, my faith was mainly focused on myself, for my own goods such as education, visa status, job, and the future. I had my own opinions and thoughts and didn't think that God would work beyond them. However, after understanding and knowing the true meaning of the gospel 2 years ago, I started caring for others and becoming interested in evangelism. Although I became interested in others and evangelism, I didn't know how to approach others and share the gospel. At that time, a friend of mine, which is Tina Lee, she introduced me to Chosen Generation, which is called CG. That's an organization that conducts lectures on various subjects, including mission trainings and evangelism, and that organization actually sends out people to the mission trips. But I was not interested in going on a mission trip. I just wanted to learn about how to do evangelism tactically. So I joined only to learn about evangelism without even thinking about joining the mission teams. But as time went by, I found myself being a member of the in-state team and preparing for the in-state mission. So I decided to go because I didn't have any plan for the 4 vacations left over after my trip to Korea during the year, and the cost of the mission trip was affordable. It was not really expensive. So the in-state mission trip lasted only 4 full days in New York City and 3 half days in Maryland, Washington, D.C. metropolitan area. But there were a lot of amazing works within me, although that was such a short time period. During the mission in New York City, I realized that God has been listening to every word that I spoke of. He works beyond my opinions and thoughts and limits. And He was greater and had more power than I thought. And He has planned everything from the beginning. Well, I met with Pastor Ji, Yong-Hoon Ji, the pastor, and he asked why I came to the mission trip. And I really didn't have details why I was there. So I was thinking, because I had to answer, everyone in my team had to answer. So I was thinking, why am I here? And I actually didn't want to go on a mission trip to overseas or any other mission trips although I believed I was a child of God. But so I made an excuse. Well, everyday life is a mission, so I don't have to go anywhere. But then Pastor G, when Pastor G asked me that question, I thought about that statement that I mentioned so many times to the other people. And then I realized that God really works by using my words. I couldn't make any other excuse for not going on a mission trip. So that was an amazing moment. It was a lightning moment that, He really uses my words so that I cannot escape from any other situation. So I deeply experienced God, who is almighty and the creator of everything. I also experienced that evangelism is not hard, but easy by just simply proclaiming. All these were very precious and changed my perspectives towards God, faith, and life. Then I started questioning how I should live as a Christian on the way back home by myself, because my vacation was short and I was not able to stay in the team for the Washington, D.C. metropolitan area mission trip as well. Although my team still had schedules in D.C., I had to go back to work. So I joined my team after work to listen to Pastor O's evening seminars. During his seminars, God reminded me of my confession that I would live my everyday life as a missionary life. He wanted me to do my best for given works, have stewardship on my life, and love and serve the others. Interestingly enough, when I had these on my mind, Pastor O introduced me the Joshua Business School courses that would be conducted in the fall semester of 2011. This is how I joined JBS and the monthly meetings. I learned a lot of things during the 5-week of JBS courses. It was actually too much materials to remember. But 4 pillars of business activities was inspiring. But I also remember 3 things that remained within me after long time after the JBS courses. It was actually that Christian leadership is influence. Is about influence. We are stewards in the earthy world, and BaMer's should live missional life. These 3 things hit me. So these helped me view everything in my everyday life like activities with God's perspective, and changed my attitude at work. I started serving my colleagues and company with God's love. I was able to be patient on continuous, tedious works. And I didn't complain at all, because I knew that it was something that God wanted me to do with patience. And I started thinking about how to use my resources and given things for Him, such as financials and my own times. And as a result of thinking and praying, God led me to the CG trainings again last fall semester and this spring semester, and to the Mission Japan team. So I am actually going on a mission trip to Japan only for a week, because I have to go back to Korea for 2 weeks at the end of the year. So although I can join only a week out of 3-week schedule, I pray that I deeply experience the Almighty God again, and to have Christian influence in my everyday life at work, home, and anywhere I go. Why should I keep coming back to JBS meetings? That's still my homework. But I believe there's a connection between my faith and living a missional life, and it's really good that when I come to JBS meetings, not only that I learn from the lectures and seminars, I can share the things that I struggle from work and everyday life with others, and the others have actually similar problems, and we can pray together. That's the most amazing thing. So I probably will come back to this meeting after my mission trip. So thanks for your attention and listening to my story. Thank you.